It's another one of Juice Pro Wrestling's got dang disclaimers. Hello, dear listener. This week you're getting a video disclaimer. My face will be the only face you'll see. Unfortunately, we don't have video this week. We have audio only. We had a little bit of an internet hiccup, which required a ton of editing. Though it turned out to be a great interview, unfortunately, we couldn't save the video. So no big deal. PCO is still awesome. This episode's still great. A lot of insightful stuff, a lot of fun stuff. We hope you enjoy it, and we hope you tell your friends, your family, your neighbors, your kindergarten teacher, your car mechanic, your pets, the guy that fixes your weed whacker every year when it's lawn mowing season, the person that checks you out at your favorite ice cream store, the Starbucks lady, priests, pastors, your karate masters, and anybody else you think of. Enjoy the show.
You so freaking bad. Wrestle me.
Welcome everybody to Juice Pro Wrestling episode 195, The Monsters Ball, with the one, the only current reigning, undisputed heavyweight black label champion of the motherfucking world, PCO. PCO, brother, welcome back to the Juice Hole.
Yeah.
How the hell have you been?
I've been great, Juice, brother, man. How have you been?
Not too bad myself.
Hey, man, are you a singer and the metal lead singer in a band or something? Like,
Sometimes.
you got that voice, man.
He cosplays a singer.
I cosplay. I've been known to dabble. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, you have.
Great intro.
It is.
I try. I felt like I fell over myself a little bit because I'm fucking excited to have you back on the show. Always good to have good brother PCO back on the show, man. And dude, it's been about a year.
It's been a while.
Yeah, been about a year since the last time. And dude, you've done so much. So much is happening in the wrestling business. So much has happened with your career. Seems like every time we have you on, though, you're fucking world champion of somewhere.
Yeah, and breaking Guinness World Records.
Yes, the Guinness World Record shit's awesome. Let's just jump right into that, man.
Man, I have 15 medals right now.
Oh, yes, you do.
Yeah.
Destro keeps piling them on, man.
Yeah.
What the hell happened with the Monday Night PCO? Are we ever going to see any more of that?
We need to edit it and put it all together now, but we just needed to be creative and put the video on. But I think people start to catch on how many world records I'm going to do. It's like it becomes the thing about the medals now. It's like, maybe I'm going to go up to 100 medals. Who knows? 100 like Guinness World Records. Maybe we could have a big medal for that. Special occasion.
Oh yeah, big giant one. Destro's going to have to make you fucking lift a car with or some shit.
Monster truck.
Dude, Bodie, that's fucking genius.
It's just been creative. It's just. I think it's great. I love those videos.
Dude, it's fun. And Bodie just tapped into something. We need a fucking PCO monster truck.
Yeah, we
need
do.
A monster truck for the monster, Holy shit.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Talk to them boys at Impact, which we'll get to them here in a second. Dude, you just recently blew my mind. Hometown promotion. Shout out to Mikey and Black Label Pro. You became their world heavyweight champion, which is super fucking awesome. I'll be there June 4th as you're going to defend against Jake Something, former champion. Dude, what was that fucking like for you? It's been a while since we've had you on the indies, and let alone, that's where I first met you.
Yeah, I don't do that many indies because I'm pretty booked solid with Impact. I'm under contract and I got a lot of work to do with them, but I try to do like on some weekend off. You know, sometimes I'm trying to pick one there and there. And Black Label's been like one of my first date. So. No, but it's been a good one for me, you know, since day one. So it's just like it there, man. Winning the title, it was awesome. It's great. I'm really looking forward to June 4th. And be cool.
Oh yeah, I think that's a hell of a matchup too. Have you ever faced off? Yeah, you haven't wrestled Jake before, have you?
No, but we shared locker room with Impact Wrestling just before you did. I don't know if he left, so I don't know what the story was, but yeah, I know him pretty well. Like we've talked a bunch of times together, so I know him. I know what he's capable of, and I think it should be a great match. You know, it's a good match up here. PCO and Jake, something.
You like him, but that don't mean you ain't gonna fuck him up.
Yeah, I didn't say that I like him. I just said I've talked to him a few times. And that's
it. You hear that, Jake? All the Pantera in the world can't save your ass. Better walk.
Yeah, man.
Dude, so last time we talked, man, so much has happened. I'm curious about this because we had Carrie Silken on the show. You got out before everybody knew that ROH was going down, before they announced it. Was that something you were privy to beforehand?
I don't know. I guess it just said the writings on the wall. I don't know why nobody else did. I mean, it was obvious that something was going on. I mean, you can't have like your biggest faction and 3 out of the 4 guys are not signed for a contract, or you got the ROH TV champion, he's not signed for a contract. There was too many signs showing up that something was wrong, something was going on. And because also my contract was due for December 1st. So, you know, previously we had talked like during the summer, like maybe June, July, at least, you know, August, you know, we'll start talking about the following year. So it was just like not even talking to anybody, not even knowing anything. So I just felt like, you know, spoke to a lot of the boys, and I don't know. I just knew something was coming up. I don't know what it was, but I just felt like I'm gonna give my notice.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you're a vet, dude. You know, you've been a million places. Like you said, you've seen the writings on the wall, man. Get the fuck out while the getting's good, you know?
There's many other guys that could have seen it. Like, I think a guy like Jay Lethal, I mean, he's got experience and everything. I'm sure he saw something coming, but a lot of the guys were so at heart or dedicated to the company that I guess didn't want to see it. Like, they saw it, but didn't want to admit to themselves that something was going to happen. Something was going to break.
With that being said, though, and you know, the aftermath of that, now Tony Khan buys the company. After you left, was there ever any talks like with AEW? You know, we'll get to Impact, but was there anything between you guys?
A few times had talks with AEW, but right now I can't do anything. I'm under contract with Impact Wrestling, and to be honest, like, I really like what's going on there right now. I'm really happy with the way that the things are going and the way they approach the French Frankenstein and the character and everything. I think they're doing a great job. So I don't know. I got this contract, you know, lined up. I've always been very loyal to when I sign a deal somewhere. So I'm not the type of guy that's going to ask maybe a special permission just to do, you know, to go try somewhere else and see how it goes and how it is. So yeah, we'll see down the line, because my contract is finishing up in October. So yeah, so it's just around the corner. We'll see what's going on there.
Yeah, and like you said, dude, it blew my mind, because I thought, you know, AEW is a little overcrowded, and who knows what they're going to do as far as the ROH content now that they own it.
It's good that you bring that up. Like, I don't know if it's going to be like the NXT of AEW, or it's going to be another brand like Raw and SmackDown, which I would see ROH as a brand itself, because, you know, there's so many former like great champions like Joe and Danielson and Bay
Punk?
and whatever.
Well, I don't know if Punk was never ROH champ though, was he?
I don't know if he was champ or not. He could have been. I don't know, but he was a former ROH talent.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
let's say you have a lot of talent there, and you have a lot of talent that could be with AEW, and then you could split that. Instead of having Dynamite and Rampage, you could have, like, you know, let's say Wednesday it's AEW and Friday's ROH, and then, you know, like when Vince bought WCW, at first it was huge, you know, because it was Shane buying WCW, and we all look at it like, oh, it's going to be the Super Bowl of pro wrestling when WCW's champ meets WWE's champ.
Mm-hmm.
It started good, but after that, it kind of went down the drain, and they wanted to make sure WWE was a number one company. I don't know Tony Khan that much. I don't know. It's up in the air, right? What do you think?
Well, it's good to hear what you're saying about that, because I think we, you know, a couple episodes ago, we were kind of voicing our opinions on what should be done with this situation, because we don't want to see another, you know, invasion angle or like the brand split, but it's not really a brand split. It's refreshing to hear you as an athlete, as a talent in the business, say everything that we're feeling. Get rid of Rampage, throw ROH, you know, on a Friday night, give them an hour or two, whatever you need to do, and keep it kind of, you know, keep it separate. You know, I mean, obviously you're going to have AEW guys signed, a majority probably, to, you know, to fill up the gaps in there, because they're not holding on to anybody from what it looks like. You know, I mean, they had Super Card of Honor, and you had like Brian Cage debuting, all the AEW guys went over. They had Suzuki do the job for Joe, which I can't really hate on that. You know, I mean, Joe's a fucking beast, and he's a ROH, you know, longest reigning ROH champ in history, I believe. But I think it does need to stay separate. You know, it needs to be its own thing. I don't want to see like ROH titles consistently being defended on AEW programming. It's just, then it doesn't feel any special. It's like, okay, well, where the hell is ROH then?
What's the also the cost of buying this? You know, what was it? 45 millions?
You know what? I don't know what he got it for. I didn't see the numbers. Did you catch that, Bodie?
I think
it was around 45. I think PCO's correct.
That is correct. Hell of a deal, though, because that library is essentially
deep.
20 years. You have 20 years worth, and I'm glad that Vince didn't get it. You know, I'll just say that.
Yeah, and also they wanted to have the rights on All In, because ROH had the rights on All In.
That's
now
right.
You can do All In is like their WrestleMania, right? So now All In's going to become like the biggest thing ever. So it's good for that too.
Yeah. Yeah, but they definitely need to, and I know that Tony's applied for trademarks with ROH, and we'll see what happens. You know, we can only speculate at this moment, but it definitely needs to separate and be its own thing, because the history of ROH, and all right, Tony, you bought this thing. I have faith in you. Let's see where it goes.
Yeah, exactly.
But I really do appreciate hearing you say that, though. That it's fucking awesome. You know,
I wouldn't like to see ROH as a like a smaller version of you know, like just the minor club of the AEW. I wouldn't like that. Like I'm hoping it's going to look good for ROH. It's going to be a good brand.
Sure,
it's going to be seen as one of the top brands in the world, you know.
Yeah, it should.
That's why they got dark elevation. There's your ball, your farm clubs right there for upcoming talent.
It. Yeah.
So jumping forward now into Impact, PCO, because like you said, I think they've been doing an excellent job with you guys. The only thing that bothered me, and this is nothing on Impact, was like, damn it, now Tony buys Ring of Honor. You know, you guys got the Honor No More gig going on, which was cool. But I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, all right, man, just bring PCO in as himself. I mean, I get it. There's that stigma. You're a former champ, you know, so you have that brand recognition. But I would have much rather you have come in kind of on your own deal, whatever. But it's still worked out great. I love what they've been doing with that program. And we're all big fans of Impact Wrestling, have been for a while. Yeah. I think what they've been able to do since who is not AXS TV, but Anthem. Since Anthem acquired them within the last 5 years has been amazing. And I've always said that, like, if, you know, between us and to myself, like if you were to leave ROH Impact would be like the place to go because they're not afraid to push the limits. They the Anthem, I think they kind of own a majority of AXS TV now or whatever, so they realistically can put on almost whatever they want within reason, you know.
Yeah, and the numbers are good too. There's good numbers. There's a lot of people watching. I don't know how many millions of people have that cable station in their home. That might be the only little point where said that it's not like 200 millions or something like that. But for all the houses that got that TV stations, they got good ratings on it. So they're doing good. And Impact, we're doing good also on YouTube and on different other platforms. I don't know if it's Spotify or whatever it is. And it's just new guys coming in too that used to work for Vince and Serge Soleil and really specialize in marketing. So I think we're ready to roll, ready to grow. So
yeah,
so it's going to be interesting.
It has been, dude. Like I said, the Iron No More thing has been highly entertaining. And to go forward from that, though, one of my favorite feuds this year is you and Jonah, dude. Like that story was just fucking awesome, right? Like speaking of Jonah, he's like a colossus himself. He's a mountain of a man. But hey, we got fucking PCO in the mix. You're going against the motherfucking monster. You know, that to me, like I loved the potential of that. And then the story as it played out, it's like, all right, I'm watching like PCO's fucking killing it, but he gets the 2 losses, right? And then when you're watching Impact, which is Thursdays on AXS TV, everybody check it out. Vincent comes and charges you back up and brings you back to life. I wish it was Destro, but hey, you know, what can you do?
Who knows if Destro's not overlooking everything, you know? So it can always pop out anywhere. So.
Dude, that'd be fucking awesome. It's been awesome. Great. And awesome. To culminate with the dude, I just watched the Monsters Ball match a couple weeks ago. Holy shit. And that's a match, you know, they set up as a gimmick for Abyss back in the day. And they've had many a different Monster Ball matches. And I like who better to like kind of take over that mantle than the monster himself.
Exactly.
You know? PCO. You know,
PCO.
Dude, it was fucking insane.
Yeah, I really liked it. I mean, we did a lot of crazy things, you know, during that feud too, where I get power bombed on the side of the ring on the floor, not on the apron, but on the floor, you know, from the steps. And, the the stretcher, and I rise up and. Bunch of things, you know, we did that was great. So we did a lot of things. We got a lot of great footage already, and I haven't been there for a long time. So I've been there for 6-7 months. So the way that they've been doing PCO, it's awesome. It's very smart. You know?
Yeah, and the crowd's eating it up.
I feel like. There's always like some fighting spirits never over. You know, it's always like fighting from under, you know, fighting. Like even if like he's trying to bring me back to life, but it's not just, okay, he's got the electricity, he's back. It's like, no, he's like in a deep coma. He's trying to fight back inside, you know, to get back to life. So, and I think people get that feeling where he's always fighting from under. He's always in deep problem and tries to come back at the end of the program, no matter what it is. So I think the way that this character is evolving, it's cool.
Yeah, so cool. And like I said, that Monsters Ball blew me away. It was one of the best I've seen out of the last dozen or so they've done. And you guys, I think Jonah was he was the perfect piece to that puzzle. That was a great feud.
Jonah was like, it was awesome to work with.
PCO, another thing, bro, your physique, man, you've fucking trimmed some maybe unnecessary weight, dude. You've gotten fucking slim, man. What's your diet and what's your current workout regimen like, man?
That's pretty crazy. Yeah, I wanted to be jacked, man, just like you.
Get out of the fucking.
I just wanted to show like how bad I want this thing, how bad I want to succeed, and how much am I willing to pay the price for it? Like I'm going to do whatever it needs to be done, in order to achieve what I want to achieve. So, like I get up in the morning around 4:30 at the gym by 5 because it doesn't open before 5. So I be at the gym at 5 a.m. for my first workout. And then and when I come back, I go there, do intermittent fasting. So I eat just about one meal a day, and my second meal is only egg beaters. For my second meal, it's just something just around 5 p.m. maybe I'm going to eat like some egg beaters, and that's it. Like in the morning, it's mostly salmon, a lot of fish, a lot of omega-3, avocados, salmon. I'm going to get like maybe 4 eggs, pretty much the same thing every day. So it's pretty simple. I just follow the plan. I just follow the instructions. I just do it, just dedicated to it. So yeah, I want it to be like slimmer, faster, better, and just improve it year after year. I don't want to slow down. I want to get better.
Yeah, dude. And it's you can totally tell.
That's the idea behind it. It's just I got to make it where people say, why is he doing all that? How can he do all that? Well, how can he bump? How can he do this? And just get people all confused, That's the deal.
Yeah, it's easy to do nowadays, brother, unfortunately. But dude, yeah, man, you're looking shredded, dude. You're lean and mean, and fuck, dude. Everybody, talks about like Darby taking those spots or whatever, but it's like, you guys not fucking watching what PCO's doing? Fucking insane. PCO, I got a dream match scenario in thinking of just bringing AEW back up too, because there's history with both companies, obviously, in the past year coming together and doing some stuff. Sting, if you can't get that Undertaker match, dude, I see PCO and Sting, both guys doing shit, and Sting's got some years on you, brother, and he's still doing some crazy shit. I would love to see that match sometime. And
I know that could be a hell of a match. I know that could be so crazy. But, I would hope, like, if it's done one day, that it's done properly, where there's a huge build up to it. It's a good battles of characters too. I mean, it makes sense. So it'd be great, because I'd be willing to take a lot of risk to make that match, passed on the history of pro wrestling as one of the greatest match ever. So I would go great length to make that happen, for sure.
Oh yeah! Hashtag Sting versus PCO. Give it to us. Be bound for glory.
Yeah, I've seen a post. I thought it was you tonight. I've seen a post. Someone wrote PCO against Darby against Jeff Hardy. The other crazy guys.
Yeah, man, because you're killing it. PCO, would you ever do a death match?
It would have to be really, really worth it.
Dude, I think there'd be a hell of a build up a story with PCO and Schlack, because Schlack's like, everybody talks about fucking Nick Gage, whatever. I said it. You guys can hate on me. At Juice Pro Podcast if you want to toss some heat my way. Or our way, because Stratton told me to say it. But Nick Gage, whatever. Schlack is the man in that scene now. Dude, and he's a big ass dude. Like you two fucking behemoths going at it, dude. I think that'd be a solid fucking match.
Good old fashioned slobber knocker.
Mm-hmm. Back off. Dude, there's this new thing. I just discovered this shit today. PCO, I know you're a huge hockey nut, man. Have you seen it fights airing this stuff too? It's called like Ice Fights or something like that.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that blew my mind.
Those are cool.
I didn't watch it, but I think it's the three judges were I don't know if you remember the name of the judges, Dean Marin and John Mirasti. Those guys, they were savage back then as the fighters, you know. So they were there, and I watch on Dean's post. You know, I'm a good friend of Dean Marin. So I watched his post today and saying that he was one of the judges.
Such a crazy
I can't remember who won, but yeah. But it's been going on for a while.
Really?
Yeah. The first one ever was Dean Marin himself won the first one. I didn't know that they were doing it like year after year after year, but this year it seems to be like it was a huge success.
Yeah, it's a wild concept that maybe it should have happened sooner. Why not have a whole league where you're hockey dudes, but it's just a fight? Yeah. Just, yeah.
We had a league like that back home in Quebec where basically you had like 6 goons per team at least. And they had to fight 2 times per games each before they were thrown out of the game. So it was a lot of fighting. Games were long.
Hell yeah.
So the goon was making more money than the top scorer of the team, you know? Like the goon was probably making like 2,000 to 4,000 a week, and the top scorer of the team was like on 500 a week. You know?
Shit. Yeah, dude. Well, hey, man, it sells. I know a lot of people like that's why they're attracted to hockey. You know,
and one of the team was the Laval Chief. You know, because of the Chiefs, Charleston Chief. So they had the same shirts. They were fighting the same way. It was great.
You skate? Can you skate? You can get on the ice, right?
Yeah. You haven't seen my video on TikTok where I slap shot from the red line to the top corner?
Yeah, that was. Yeah, I thought that was.
You might have seen it when I won the strap in ROH. The Montreal Canadiens, they wanted to, put me on the ice and everything for the drop the puck and everything. And I shot a video just a week before where I slapped a few pucks and I got a good shot. Good shot meaning good slap shot. Yeah. I played hockey quite a lot. I love that sport.
Fuck yeah. It's a man's sport, dude. It's like one of the last manly fucking sports we have that still requires skill and fucking strength.
Yeah, where the league's not ruining it.
Yeah.
NFL, I'm looking at you.
Yeah. Fuck the NFL.
Right.
Signed on for the XFL. I said it. Whatever. I'll give him a shot again. Third time's a charm, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but The Rock is behind now, so who knows? Yeah, and then also they're supposed to work with the CFL, right?
I heard there was some stuff about
XFL
that
together. Yeah.
I heard the NFL too.
Yeah.
They're going to be trading kind of like ideas. They got some kind of dude. How are you going to tell Dwayne Johnson no?
I will.
Well, I didn't know NFL was going to be involved with the XFL now. Seriously?
Yeah, it's not like
testing out new ideas and rules.
Yeah, kind of like that's their work. They have a working relationship. It's kind of like, okay, what you are doing here is working. Do you mind if maybe we try it here? And vice versa. I think it's something like that from what I read. And this was a couple months ago.
Because I don't know, the CFL, it's another sports, like in a way that there's only 3 downs, it's not 4. So it's you have to play another game as a quarterback, as whatever you play. Everything's different. So the strategies and everything. So I don't know how they're going to fit all that. I don't think XFL wants to go with the same rules as the CFL. Would the CFL change the Canadian rules that they had for 100 years now? There's a lot of things up in the air. We'll see how it goes. I'm very curious.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm curious as to this. If asked, because I think there would be money in box office in it, would you do one of those fucking hockey fights? I mean, you did the brawl for all. Come on.
Yeah, there's a lot of tricks. You have to be really aware of where the shots can come from. And the tough guys, they're tough. They're playing hockey, but also they have a lot of pressure, and most of them end up fucked up in the head because there's so much pressure. They don't want to lose their fight. If you lose their fight, sometimes it means it's the end of the NHL run or the AHL run or whatever it is. So every fight is very important. So they become so good at it. So who knows? Maybe I would do it. Who knows? Playing those leagues a few times. I played as a regular player. It was not like I didn't fight that much. I had a few fights. You have to, you get cross-check and, you just turn around and, you just drop it. Yeah, it's just natural. I had many fights, but I never was like, categorized as a goon. It's never that was not just my job too. Some guys are just good at fighting, like John Mirasti. Like he got knocked out, I think 3 times in the same games, or in the same week, and he came back for a 4th time. So it's just like even a UFC guy or a boxer can't go on skate and be good. They're specialized in what they do. We've seen them, right? I've seen a boxer trying to be a hockey player and he got whipped. So it doesn't work that easy.
Dude, hockey, like I said, man, it's the last real man thing.
Love hockey.
Dude, I can't skate worth a fuck. That takes, to me, just before you even fucking pull the sweater over a motherfucker's head and start jacking him a few, you got to know how to skate, brother. And I'm not good on it. I tried to skateboard when I was a kid. I fell twice. And I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I don't want to practice that.
I can't even roller skate with 4 wheels.
Yeah. I wasn't callousing myself up. I was literally bleeding with every fall. So I was like, no, I'm good. Any more skin or bones?
I've seen a lot of tough guys. Whatever, black belt in karate, top doorman, whatever, street fighters putting skates on, trying to be tough guy in the hockey league. It doesn't work like that.
No,
those guys are just different.
Yeah, they've
been doing that for a long time. They just know how to do it. They've been doing that for a long time.
Oh yeah. What is it? Bodie, you're a Star Wars fan.
I am.
What's the whole moniker? This is the way or something?
This is the way. The Mandalorians. This is the way.
Yeah.
The fighters.
Fucked it up.
That's all the enforcers in hockey. This is the way.
Yeah.
Right before they jack you with an uppercut.
That's a good name, the Enforcer. That's a good name.
Ty Domi was one of my favorite enforcers. That dude.
It was a lot of guys. Good Probert was good.
Yeah,
Bob Probert was a beast. Ric Flair's a huge Probert
great
fan.
Friend with Ric Flair. Yeah,
yep.
Good friend of Flair.
Dude, I listened to Flair's show and he's there. Well, when he was with Mark Mann, and he's always talking about they have a conversation. They talk about all kinds of sports, and Probert always came up. He was just always stroking Probert.
He was.
He could be good at styling and profiling. He liked the bars. He liked the bars. So I'm sure he got along good with Flair.
Oh, yeah, dude. The bars, the women, the lies.
All 9 yards.
Oh, yeah.
Nature boy.
And stealing.
Wheeling and dealing.
Throw a couple of haymakers on the ice. Woo, go open some beers.
PCO, you see this shit where Flair's coming back? They're doing a one-off with Jim Crockett Promotions in Nashville.
I've heard that Steamboat turned the match down.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be Flair and Steamboat, right? Steamboat turned it down. I didn't know where it was, if it was for AEW or where it was.
Yeah, no, this is for Jim Crockett Promotions.
Cornette? Crockett? Where?
Crockett in Nashville. Nashville.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They're having the Four Horsemen reunion.
Are they gonna work?
No, I don't think Arn and Tully are gonna work, but you never know. They might come out and do some. We're talking about this. Some dirty shit's gonna have to happen.
It's a 6-man, isn't it?
I haven't heard. They haven't finalized the match. I heard it's gonna be a tag match. I heard the Steamboat thing, and then Steamboat backed out. I don't know what exactly it's gonna be, but I'm curious because I'm hearing Flair talk about it with Crockett and fucking Conrad. And he's like, dude, I just want to do it for myself. He's like, for all you guys that are telling me I shouldn't because I have a pacemaker and this and that. He's like, I've been fucking taking bumps in the ring longer than what you've seen me and Jay Lethal do. I've been preparing. I've had a doctor tell me I could do this, you know, like nature boy.
That's great.
I mean, and dude, Nature's in his 70s, you know, whatever. Everybody's so sensitive now. Like, where were you motherfuckers 20 years ago where Terry Funk was killing himself retiring every fucking 30 days? You know?
Exactly. Coming out as Chainsaw Charlie.
Yeah, no shit, man.
Did it for you guys.
PCO, what are you rocking out to in the gym now?
What do you mean?
What do you listen to anything to get, you know, get the pump, get the workout going? What are you rocking, man, music wise?
I'm not a big music guy, not at all. I mean, I've got like some songs, but no, I don't.
Come on, you're from Canada, man. You don't like fucking Triumph?
When I train, just enjoy the sounds of the plates and the iron.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
That's a
gym,
symphony
right?
of its own.
Of destruction. Fuck yeah.
Triumph,
PCO.
I know them. I know Triumph. I know all of them.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
I know a lot about music. Hey, do you know Simple Plan? They're from Canada.
Yeah.
They're
But you
from
know who's
Canada.
better? Fucking Rush.
Oh,
Yeah.
I did want to add on my own personal experience. So last time you were on the show, I remember it was December of 2020. It was the tail end of that year. And I was sharing with you about how inspirational the stuff you do is. And that was about a month after
We did that fucking run, man.
Yeah, that was about a month after you did the run. And
Fuck.
I've been trying to be healthier too, and I use everything at my disposal to try to distract myself from what I'm doing, whether it's running or sprinting. Usually I don't wear my headphones when I'm lifting weights, but if I'm doing anything else, because I don't enjoy it. And I specifically have started forcing myself, because it's not torture, it's just a mental game, to not music helps. Music really does pump me up and gets me going, but I have been trying to do it with no music. And like I said, I started this about 3 weeks ago, and as crazy as it sounds, or it doesn't, I'm starting to enjoy my workouts, especially the very, very difficult ones. Cause I started running, and I'm new to this part, but I started running 5 miles a day. And by that third day, it's brutal. My body is fucked up, and I do a ton of ice baths, but the fact that I don't listen to music gets me into a place, and I feel like I'm getting stronger mentally because of it.
Yeah.
So as wonderful as a distraction as music is in the gym, I agree with you. I don't want to listen to anything. I want to struggle and cuss at myself and pat myself on the back and do anything I need to do.
Barry Horowitz.
Because it is making me mentally stronger. I'm not as sensitive.
Once you're over that pain and over that mental barriers, once you go over that, you talk yourself into it, and you know you're not going to break. You know you're going to go through whatever it is on the other side of the pain and everything else. You know, like I remember when I did that lift, I got it on YouTube. It was just like 200 pounds. You have no grips. It's just like one side of a dumbbell, but nothing else on there's no grip whatsoever, just your hand. And sometimes I would have to stay like an hour in the garage, that wouldn't lift. My hand was slipping. The weight was staying on the ground. And then it gets so crazy and so mad and so worked up. And then eventually I picked up the weight, and it lifted like it was nothing. and then it was like the greatest feeling in the world. And I don't want to give anything away, but that's what happened. Like during one of my last match, it was a TV taping at the Impact, where a lot of things happened to me. A lot of things. I could have stopped the match like many, many times. Like it was brutal, and I went through the pain and I went through the match. And when I got in the back, I was so fired up. I was so psyched up in my mind that I came across the curtain, and I'm very like humble, and I usually very to myself, but I had to just scream, "I'm not fucking human." And it was just like one of those feelings where, you know, you did something that you were not supposed to do.
Fuck yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah.
I'm jacked.
Oh yeah. I'm not fucking hero.
Right. Everyone parts. Let them through, fellas. Let them through. I don't want none of that smoke.
I was up myself. I was totally out, man. Like crazy.
Out like a fucking light. Speaking of being out like a light, PCO, brother, it's always a pleasure. We're going to have to do this another time because, you know, one more time around the sun, you know, the juice of PCO always ready to have some fucking fun.
Yeah.
Everybody, make sure you tune in to Impact Wrestling Thursdays, AXS TV. PCO has a YouTube. He has Instagram. He has Twitter. Let everybody know right now where they can find you at and buy some merch.
Yeah, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. PCO is not human.
That being said, everybody make sure that you follow PCO on all social media platforms. You shop pro wrestling tees, you buy some fucking merch, and you tune in to Impact Wrestling every motherfucking Thursday. We're coming to get you. Until next time, motherfuckers, the Juice, Bruiser Bodie, shredding the somewhat, sometimes never really savage, and the monster, PCO. We're coming for you. Wet 'em up, wet 'em up, wet 'em up. It's so fucking hard for PCO. You don't understand the fucking brutality.
You gonna do sex to me?
Did you like that video? If so, be sure to hit like and subscribe and check out more killer content from your boys at Juice Pro Wrestling. Whoa, yeah!